Welcome to the second annual Dodgeball Tournament. It's Victoria's Secret taking on the gym class heroes. Not the band, the 7 Tank Top Juniors. This is Hemini and Julia getting Andrew Dickerman out. It's a 2v2 potential upset. Eric, what do you think?
Almost a surprising one here, Jack, but we see Robert Hefter taking it to him. That'll learn you.
And now we move on. It's HMXC taking on the HM Sexies. Just a joke, of course. They're also known as Dodge It Like It's Hot. Although, if they were dodging like it's hot, it was pretty cool. They weren't doing much dodging in this one. More suffering the wrath of the shorted XC players. Carson Kleiner here with the loop-de-loop. And check out this dart getting out Caroline Levine. Unbelievable. We move on to the next game.
Here we see Black Label and the Sea Lions going up against each other. Clearly the elder statesmen of the swim team were outclassing their younger counterparts.
And watch this play. Looks like the ball's going for the camera. We move on to the next game. HM Review taking on the record. First victim is Teo in this one. Meanwhile, check the left side of your screen. Lamia gets out and Dr. Bullock claps, I think for the wrong team as the fireworks go off with Karen Lee getting out there. We move on to the next game. An amazing first round matchup. The New York Posterizers taking on the Baywatch. I'm not quite sure what this is. Looks like they're tapping his belly.
It was a great entrance by the seniors, and they would follow it up with some sloppy play in the beginning.
This is Jeremy Roth going down hard. Looks like you might need a face mask for his butt on that one. Meanwhile, check out David Padwana. Please see the honor code for more details. Because you are what we call cheating. Sorry for the public display of humiliation, but that's what journalists like us do, after all. Meanwhile, it's the Baywatch. Oh, to the face. Brad Goodman.
Justin King there, Jack, but you know, he's a great athlete as well. Here we see Brad throwing out Jeremy Roth. He gave up the cigarettes, but he smoked him.
And as we take another look, because we have the editing equipment, you see Charles, an amazing ability to dive, dip, dodge, duck, and something else. What a play by Charles to stay in this one. Still, it's a 1-on-3. Make that a 1-on-2. He goes snake eyes on Sean Kim and gets him out. Now he gets Austin Sanders out, and it's mano-a-mano, 1-on-1. Big show, big show. This is it. Eric, want to finish it up?
What a match so far. Incredible effort by Chuck, and he goes from 5-1 to 5-on-1 to Victor. My sophomores are very distraught, Jack.
The next game got kicked off with a grand opening. Don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk. Michael Byfield there. You know you want to hit this here versus the hit squad. Now, this is Sydney Watson attempting to throw the ball, but she and her team sent back.
They were asking for it from the start with targets on their chest. Not their best effort, and they would just quickly go down with a barrage of balls. They're taking it easy on him, even lobbing it in there. Spencer saw it, takes one for the team.
Now we move on over next matchup, Marimo Madi High versus the Beast from the East. Looks like the MMMH doing some combination of Indian folklore and 1970s dancing with hands next to their eyes. Anyways, check out Wansei Chan. The arrow is next to him because you can see he gets out twice and he stays in the game. So for that, we say, Wansei Chan, in public, to Olive Horseman, you are a cheater. Anyways, the games would go on. That's Lorenzo getting out. And now there's just one man standing, but he will stand no more. And it's MMMH moving on to the next round. Eric, here's some more of your fellow sophomores.
Yeah, the eccentric Garfields here did a great job of, taking it to Deesh. And Sophia Arbus, she's freaking out a little, but she really put out her best stuff.
And
she takes him by surprise. Not a great throw, but, she did what she could.
Eric, you're absolutely right. And I was reading his lips as he got out by Sophia. And he wasn't praying. However, Sophia's team would fall short. Now we move on to the quarterfinals. Billy Titlebaum there with the slingshot, leading Victoria's Secret versus HM Sexy. Check out Victoria's Secret here. They get 3 people out in just as many seconds. A nice effort. Meanwhile, this is Caroline Koritskis getting out Ruben Sudak, proving why she is boss EIC of the review. But down goes Jake Haberman, and speaking of the review, more review is needed. Ben Green seems to make the incorrect call It looks like that ball missed Hannah Kay by whiskers. Nonetheless, Black Label moves on. Now it's New York Posterizers versus Byfield.
Byfield again with a beautiful display of athleticism and the flip. Oh, I'm not sure if I would try that on the hardwood floor. What about you, Jack?
Viewer discretion is certainly advised. And speaking of which,
Jeremy Roth, he's a tough guy, but I don't know. I don't know if he could hold it in on that one.
I don't really think anyone could for that matter. The game would have to go on though, and it would. Colin Greenman, the star of the show, 2 huge catches. And now it's the New York Posterizers 3-on-1, and they knock out the man who can dunk and do backflips. Looks like he can't avoid 2 balls coming at him at once. Nonetheless, a great effort by Byfield.
In another quarterfinal matchup, MMMH took on the Garfields, and Mr. Jacobs goes down hard. Next up, Richard Rue. Ooh, right in the back. He could not take that one. Bauman's all alone. He tries to keep it alive, but 2 balls at once, that's not going to happen.
We move on now to the semifinals. First matchup, Victoria's Secret taking on Black Label. Billy Tuttlebound on the right side of the screen with an amazing slingshot. And suddenly, it's Victoria's Secret building a unsurmountable lead. Yahtzee! I just always wanted to say that Ruben Sudak goes down. Victoria's Secret on to the finals. We lost footage from our second semifinal game. So here we have New York Posterizers who beat MMMH taking on Victoria's Secret. And without losing one man, the Posterizers get all 7 players out from Victoria's Secret. That didn't happen in one play, of course. 7 people out would be some sort of record. Meanwhile, check out David Pawano here with this amazing catch. Brought to you by Elmer's Glue. He sticks it. Horace Mann's New York Posterizers winning. And this catch in slow motion. What a play.
Yeah.
All right, we're here live with...
Well, when this comes on, it won't be live, so I'm going to let everyone know. New York Posterizers. New York Posterizers.
I will start again. We're here with the New York Posterizers. You guys just won.
Shut up there.
You guys just won the Dodgeball Tournament. You guys were also down to your last man, Charles Cutler, in the first round. We'll start with you, Chuck. What was going through your mind, and what'd you do? Purple
I don't know, it was 4v1. Wasn't going to let my bros down. And then when it was me v Pedro, Pedro does not win anything. Yeah. I take his house. I take his everything.
The thing is when you try us with sorry dodgeball players like the juniors, you're going to get the same result every time. 7-0, it's simple.
Every time.